Well, Leon, two doctors from here in West Michigan are named by federal investigators as complicit in a nearly $500 million fraud and more than 13 million illicit prescriptions, all coming out of a Detroit area pain clinic. These documents from the state of Michigan outline the actions of one of those doctors years ago that led to his losing his license for 8 years and put him in drug rehab. The U.S. Attorney says the 6 doctors accused worked out of 2 Detroit area clinics. From early 2013 until last month, the doctors allegedly prescribed 13.2 million doses of popular opioids, including Oxycontin, Percocet, Vicodin, and Dilaudid. They also performed unnecessary medical services like MRIs, unneeded braces, and painful spinal injections on their patients.
Their first obligation is to do no harm, and obviously to follow the law. And the allegation here, it appears that they did neither.
One of the accused is Christopher Russo, who was a doctor who practiced at the Javery Pain Clinic in Grand Rapids Township until 2016, before he went to Detroit and allegedly committed the acts that caught the attention of the United States Attorney. It was at that pain clinic in 2013 that he treated Jennifer Light, who said she received unnecessary treatments from Russo that caused lasting damage and was prescribed opioids that left her physically addicted.
I want to know how many years back this goes. How many patients did these 6 doctors do this to?
In statements to 24-Hour News 8 and on his Facebook page, Javery points out that the current allegations against Russo occurred after he left their employ, and federal investigators have not said whether or not Javery is under investigation. But before Javery, Russo was working at Muskegon's Hackley Hospital, and it was there he was accused of conduct that would result in his license being suspended for 8 years. According to state documents, Russo was working as a 31-year-old surgical anesthesiologist at Muskegon's Hackley Hospital on December 15, 1999. While responsible for a patient undergoing surgery, Russo allegedly fell asleep. When a nurse awakened him, he pulled the patient's tracheal tube out and then fell asleep again, according to state records. This led to Russo having his license taken away, and he was supposed to seek addiction treatment at a Grand Rapids facility. But he allegedly failed to comply and then relapsed and ended up enrolling in a residential treatment facility in Atlanta. In June of 2008, his license was reinstated by the State Board of Medicine Disciplinary Subcommittee. But now he faces as much as 10 years in prison, accused of defrauding Medicare out of thousands of dollars for unnecessary procedures and illicitly prescribing opioid-based drugs. The alleged crimes happened between April of 2017 and March of this year.
These 6 are examples of failing in the profession.
Now, federal investigators are still looking to hear from potential victims of the doctors involved. We have more information and links at woodtv.com. In studio, Barton Dieters, 24-Hour News 8.